Welcome to this orientation video. If you're new to this channel, this short video is here to help you get oriented. Genesis2Paul is a long-form teaching project. It isn't a single argument or a single series. It's a structured attempt to read Paul's relational theology carefully, especially where questions of order, authority, gender, and church life are concerned. Rather than jumping straight into conclusions, the project is organized in 4 distinct segments, each doing a different kind of work. Let me briefly explain how they fit together and where you might want to begin. The first segment is called the Diagnosis Series. These 6 videos, 1 to 6, ask a simple question. Why do so many modern debates about men and women, authority and equality, keep circling without resolution? Rather than arguing for a position, these videos diagnose the shared assumptions that sit underneath rival views, especially hierarchical complementarianism and egalitarianism. The aim here is not polemic. It's to identify where the discussion itself has gone wrong. If you want to understand why the debate feels stuck, this is the place to start. The second segment of the 3 videos, 7 to 9, is the Reorientation series. Once the underlying assumptions have been diagnosed, these videos do something more decisive. They explain why Paul himself cannot be comfortably placed inside either modern category. These videos are about leaving frameworks behind, not choosing between them. They show how Paul consistently works upstream of the questions we tend to ask, and why forcing him into modern labels often distorts his teaching. This series marks a turn in direction. It's where the conversation stops being about positions and starts being about grammar. The third and largest segment is the core series of 15 videos, 10 to 24. Here we slow down and work directly with the biblical texts themselves: Genesis, Ephesians, 1 Corinthians, and other key Pauline passages. Rather than starting with debates, these videos ask, how does Paul actually reason? What categories does he use? And how does Genesis shape his thinking? This is where most of the detailed exegetical work happens. If you want sustained engagement with Paul's letters, this is the heart of the project. The 4th segment is the Foundation series. These 6 videos, 25 to 30, step beneath exegesis to ask what must be true before Paul ever gives commands or instructions. What do we mean by order, if not hierarchy? What does origin mean, if not authority? Why does Paul care so much about visibility, glory, and embodiment? And how does the life of the triune God ground relational order without domination? This series provides the theological foundations that make the core series intelligible. So where should you start? If you're new, the simplest path is to begin with video 1, at the start of the Diagnosis series, and move forward in order. If you're mainly interested in biblical texts, you can begin with the core series. If you're interested in theology and foundations, you may want to start with the Foundations series. Each segment is coherent on its own, but they are designed to work together. Genesis2Paul is not about defending a label. It's about learning to read Paul carefully, patiently, and on his own terms. If and as the project grows in the future, this video, video 0, will be updated to include an introduction to those new segments. Thanks for watching, and welcome.